Hey everybody, MntDewMania here, and welcome back to Vox Diamond. Um, I am doing a little bit of digging and trying not to die in the lava, the silverfish, and the falling gravel. You usually don't see me, Mike, because I lag so bad. I don't show it on camera. Um, but I thought I was gonna work. I came on the server first time, and and oh God, here we go. Are you serious? Come on, give me a break. No, come on. Uh, uh, this is people that don't think that no mods is not a scary thing. You obviously have never played on Vox Populi. Anyway, I was trying to gather some things up, and as you can tell, I'm lagging really, really bad, as usual. But no, just gathering some stuff. Yeah, I actually found 2 diamonds. That's a rare sight here on Vox Populi. But no, I do not mind that much. I try not to. I usually just go to the global market and trade uh, for things that I want. Um, just because of God dang it, my phobia. No, die, you little bitches, die, die, die. Everybody die. Get dead. Damn it, get dead, dead. Die, die. Oh my God. My phobias of spiders. Is there a phobia for silverfish? I want to know. There should be. You know what? I'm going to make my way home. I'm too low to teleport, but I think I'm going to start walking. I'm going to start digging back that way. I'm about 118 meters. So when I get close to home, I will give you guys a yell. I'll be right back. Well, I'm almost back to my house. You find the strangest things in the caves and underground of Vox Populi. I have no idea. I have no idea why this chicken is down here. Okay, whew. Finally made it home. Oh my God. At least I didn't run into any spiders. Um, that was quite a trip. And that is my that is my adventure and my topic of today. P is for phobias. Okay. Um, phobias. Well, let me tell you the handy dandy dictionary's definition of phobia. It's a persistent, irrational fear of a specific object, activity, or situation that leads to a compelling desire to avoid it. Okay? That simple. Everybody that watches my videos knows that probably my biggest one is arachnophobia. It's the fear of spiders. Okay? Now, oddly enough, when I was a kid, I did not have this. Okay? It's not like one of those lifelong ones that has paralyzed me from spiders since I was, like 3 years old and one crawled on my hand or something. When I was in grade school, I wanted, back in the day, it was called an invertebrate zoologist. I wanted to study bugs. I thought they were just cool. Praying mantises, spiders, worms, beetles. To a kid, those things are awesome. You want to look at them and touch them and wonder, And no, let me tell you, there was a movie called After the Phobia. If you have never seen that movie, it's an older movie. Watch it. My husband and I were sitting on the couch. We're staring at the big screen, the screen TV, and I'm watching that movie. By the third or fourth spider, I was on the back of the couch. My husband had to carry me down the hallway because I was afraid to put my feet on the floor, and he had to check the room before I would get into the bed. We had a big water bed. Of course, they set on a big frame. There was no underneath, and he had to look everywhere with a flashlight before I would go to sleep. Still to this day, I cannot sleep with my feet hanging off there's probably a phobia for that. I'm going to look it up. But I cannot stand to sleep with my feet off the edge of the bed in case something crawls on me. And I will kill people. Okay, you understand me? I will kill people to get out of a room. Okay? When I see a spider, even if it's just a granddaddy spider, my reaction is to stand still, wrap my arms around myself, and scream until somebody comes and kills it. then I have to jump over it and run. Okay? I do not handle spiders well. All right. I think the reason that I do so badly in like exploring on Minecraft and stuff, it's not the other mobs that scare me. It's the suddenness of something dropping on my head, which I and know in my heart it is going to be a spider. Okay. I can't handle them. I can't. Um, and if you ever noticed, I've said this to my son and to several other YouTubers, and they have answered me back in comments. They never noticed it, but it's true. Just about every game that has something to do with exploring or out in the wilderness or survival, anything along those lines, or horror, has spiders in it. Now, I wonder why that is. um, Neil Donald Walsh said, "Life begins at the end of your comfort zone." Okay, if there are spiders at the end of my comfort zone, I will just be alive. I will just not live anymore. It's just not going to happen. I am telling you, I don't, it can sound as funny and as irrational as whatever y'all want to make it out. You can laugh your asses off. I do not care. If you do not have a phobia, you do not know where I'm coming from. To you, it's a joke, not a funny I'm making fun of you joke. You just don't get it. You do not get it. You do not understand the mind-numbing, body-locking down terror that some things can cause some people. Okay. Now, in the description there is going to be a link to a website that is nothing but phobias. People, I am telling you, they had to alphabetize it because there are so many, and there are some of the strangest ones that I have ever heard of in my life. I mean, I know now arachnophobia there are some common ones. You've all heard of them. Arachnophobia, okay? Claustrophobia, the fear of closed in tight spaces like, dark closets and stuff. There are some, now there's another one that I suffer from, but it's a very, it's pointed at one thing. And I know the exact moment when I developed this phobia. I can recall it instantly, okay? And I know it's a phobia, and I know it's irrational, but I cannot stop myself from I can't. It's called a maxophobia. It is the fear of riding in a vehicle as opposed to driving it, okay? I have no problems driving a car, a truck, Jeep, whatever, okay? I cannot, okay, you understand me? Cannot ride as a passenger in any kind of vehicle. Let me tell you how bad this phobia is for me, alright? When I had my first heart attack, as dangerous as it is, they had to knock me out in order to get me on the helicopter to fly me to the big heart center in Asheville, North Carolina, is where a lot of the heart specialists are. They have an excellent heart program over there. They had to knock me out, well, not completely, but drug me, so I was so loopy it didn't matter if I was flying or not. But it wasn't the flying, it wasn't the height, it was the fact that I was not driving. I was not in control of that vehicle. Okay, my husband, this is the one thing that he gets exasperated. As exasperating as I am, and trust me, I am. I know how hard I am to live with. This is the one thing that gets on his nerves. Okay, me ranting and railing and the sarcasm and the none of that gets to him. He's just a happy-go-lucky, wonderful soulmate of mine. This one thing gets on his nerves. It does, and I cannot stop. When I was a kid, I would get so car sick. I eventually trained myself No, I'm standing still. I'm sitting here just like pointing at the screen, just yelling. Um, I trained myself to fall instantly asleep once I got in the car. Um, yeah, I can put myself to sleep. I can still do it. I don't do it anymore because I don't ride anywhere. Okay, I drive. Some people don't mind. I have missed work, guys. I have called in and missed work from my job because uh, if the car, we got one car right now. My husband's Jeep is down, and I have missed work because I will not ride with somebody because they wouldn't let me drive their car. I mean, you got acquaintances. Hey, can I catch a ride to work? Yeah. Can I drive your car? Well, no. I'm not driving my car. Damn. What? I mean, it's their car. I have missed work because I could not ride with somebody. The fastest I can get up to is about 45 miles an hour. Um, and it has to be on a straight road, and I am clutching, right now I'm clutching the side of my desk. I am clutching the dashboard and if they have a oh shit bar, I'm clutching that in hopes that we don't burn up in a fiery hell of twisted metal and flames. I'm telling you, those are my two. Now, of course, there are things like let's do this. Some people could not, even in a game, could not do this. Okay, it's the heights. They're afraid of heights. They couldn't do it. Some people, it has to do with water. There is a phobia for taking a shower, getting water on your face. Now, my son, he's a high functioning autistic. He has very bad sensory problems. He has trouble with, it's not a phobia, but he does have trouble with water on his face. It's the feeling, the sensation. This is a phobia for people. Standing here that sent a shiver up my backbone. It's not the falling. It's the nothingness behind me. But it's not a phobia. I could do it in real life, but it would probably be a few seconds and then I'd probably fall dead of a heart attack, to be honest with you. But you get my point. And of course everybody knows that old adage, the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. It's not really the thing. It's just it's the concept of it we have in our minds. We have built it up till it is this. I could see a spider as tiny as one of these little dots right here, and to me it would be as big as that tree over here. Okay, in my mind, that's what I would see. There is a dungeon on here. Or it's called the Hive, and I think JP might have went through it a couple times. Go check. I'll put his link in the description. If he's not, I'm gonna tweet him or something and ask him to do it. The Hive is spiders, and every once in a while in chat, this little phrase will pop up. You hear the skittering of thousands of legs. Every time I see that, my skin crawls. It's totally beyond, But and there are some of the Markiplier. I don't know if it's a real phobia, but he has talked about mannequins before. There is a phobia about mannequins. There is one for dolls. Clowns is a big one. I don't know all the names of them, but on that website I'm going to link for you. Check it out. There are some of the oddest things. And some people do. They laugh. They think it's a joke. But if you have never felt that, Scott Stossel said, there's a vast encyclopedia of fears and phobias and pretty much object, experience, a situation, whatever there is someone who has a phobia to it, about it. That's true. I have, on that list, I have seen some of the strangest things, and I wouldn't for a minute think. There are people that have phobias about sleeping. About being in a crowd is a big one. Being alone is actually one. And if you don't understand, even if you don't suffer that particular phobia, if you have a phobia or fear, you understand. You have empathy for that person, okay? There is one about books. It's just so odd, the things, and they don't really understand. They can develop early in life, they can develop late in life. Um, like I said, as a kid, I never had a problem with spiders, ever. Okay? But once I watched that movie, just something clicked in my head and I can't stand it. I cannot stand it. It's just, it's weird. And it's strange how things like that. My sister-in-law has a fear of crossing bridges, driving across a bridge. Okay, when she moved, which I never could understand. I mean, I know she had to go where she was a civil servant for the military. She moved to Biloxi or Gautier, Mississippi. Okay, it ain't nothing but bridges down there, people. If you want to go from one place to another, you got to go across a bridge and some water. The Gulf is right there. Okay, you have to. She mapped out. She told me this herself. She mapped out the perfect streets and roads to go in order for her to get to her work, and the mall that was right down there so she could shop. It had like a grocery store and everything in it, drugstore and all that. She mapped out the perfect streets to get to that one place, her job and all that, and back without crossing any bridges. It added about 30 minutes to get to her job. It was a 10-minute trip and it turned to a 45-minute drive for her to go to work because she has a fear of crossing bridges. I don't know if it was actually crossing running water, but she always said bridges. Thank you, Lag. But yeah, it's totally unreal how we get fixated on these things in our minds, and they just absolutely terrify us to death. And if you don't suffer from a phobia, you don't get it. And you think it's funny, but trust me, to the person that has that phobia, it's real. It's as real as you standing there breathing and blood running through your veins. It's real to that person. So before you crack a joke at somebody else's expense, take a moment. There's got to be something that you might not have a phobia about, but you are afraid of it. Okay? Think about that, just in the back of your mind the next time you get ready to, kind of do a little smirk and say something smart ass to somebody that really suffers from these phobias. Because to them, it's terrifying. It's mind numbing terrifying. Okay? Alright, so that's it for the day. I rambled on a little bit. This one is one of those that are close and dear to my heart. So yeah, please check out the link. Oh my God, like I said, some of these phobias are just out there. It's totally weird. And if you suffer from a phobia, tell me about it in the comments, okay? I would really be interested to know. And tell me, if you go to visit the site, tell me some of the stranger ones that you just find like mind-blowing to you. So let me know all that in the comments. Till next time, guys, this is MntDewMania. And as you can see, the only spiders here are the ones that I have tacked to my wall as trophies. And I will catch you guys next time for the rants. Hope you enjoyed. Push all the buttons if you have time. I appreciate it. I do love the comments, though. Keep those coming. Until next time, I am so out of here. Later, guys.